10th. It's the 10th. Good morning. It's Sean from Traffic Services, and I'm joined with by my partner, Brandon. It is the 10th of June, Thursday, all day. And we are talking about e-scooters in just a minute, but we are joined by Sergeant Brett Moore from the Vision Zero Enforcement Team, just bringing him on stage. Good morning, Sarge.
Hey, Sean.
Just whereabouts are you guys today?
So we're actually just find ourselves a bit of a training day for me. Always learning new stuff. So just getting not requalified, but just getting refreshed on our mobile radar unit. So we're out in Scarborough off of Morningside near the 401.
Right on. But the rest of the team, are they out and about?
Sure they are. So we got guys, a bunch of officers in 22 Division out in the East End. And I just got to look at my cheat note there. 42 is the other one. So we're almost literally east and west of the city.
Awesome. Brandon just throwing up a map of where they're going to be, focusing their efforts. And for those who don't know what the Vision Zero Enforcement Team does is they focus on the big four, those driving behaviors that lead to serious injury and death. And you were saying you're doing a bit of a training day.
Yeah, so one of the things you were talking about the big four, so speed, just for everybody's information, we've got a couple of things at our disposal. Yeah, the oldest one is pacing, that we can pace the speed using our calibrated speedometers. But we've got far more technical stuff than that now, which is good. We've got LiDAR, which is one of the sort of the handheld stationary. You might see an officer at the side of the road with a device in their hand, and typically it uses laser now, really is what it is, to measure speed. And we still have the old we call it B3, but it's mobile radar that's fixed in our vehicles. And again, it's a device, electronic device that we use to measure the speed of vehicles, but in motion, which is different.
Yeah, a lot of people don't realize that you can actually capture speed or measure speed while your vehicle's in motion and another vehicle's in motion, but it also has the ability of doing stationary. And it calculates and subtracts the vehicle speed that you have, so that we actually know what the driver that we're measuring is doing.
What's neat as well, the vehicles that we've got, the mobile, the radar heads, we have them forward facing and rear facing, so we can get you coming or going. Depends which way when we're moving.
Yeah, that's awesome. I enjoy the B3s, and it's always interesting to get the reaction of someone saying, "How did you get my speed?"
Yeah.
Because I didn't see you with the gun, the laser gun.
Yeah.
So that's awesome. Well, enjoy your training today. Anything? The weather seemed nice in the inside. Did you catch that solar eclipse?
I just try to keep it out of my view. I said I'm not sure how that works, so I definitely didn't stare at the sun this morning. So, but I saw folks on kind of neat when I was coming up Dufferin Street. Saw them at the side looking at the east at the sunrise. So that was something going on for sure. So yeah, we had a neat a bit of enforcement yesterday. I know we talked about it a little bit. For us, typically we work within the city, the arterial roads, that kind of thing. But last night the team was for a few hours anyways hit the highway on the Down Valley Parkway, and in a short few, I think about 3 hours, the team caught 7 drivers doing stunt driving range. So definitely an area that got our attention, and an area that we're going to continue to focus on for sure. So like I said, typically you'll see our team members on the arterial roads within the city, but we sort of stretched our wings a bit and went on to the DVP, Gardner, those kinds of things, and found a lot of literally cars flying. So when you hit that stunt driving range, you're going 50 or more above the posted limit. So on the Gardner or the Don Valley Parkway, it's a posted 90 zone. And when you hit into the 401, or you go a little bit further west towards the 427, it gets into the 100-kilometer-per-hour range. But anyways, that was something that got our attention.
Yeah, and now anyone who was charged with stunt driving lost their vehicle and their driver's license for 7 days. But there's new legislation coming that will increase that to 14 days for the impound, and even a 30-day suspension when it comes into effect.
Yeah, I heard a bunch of stuff. I got to be honest with you, I got to get caught up in, policing. It always changes. So it's one of those things I've got to get my head wrapped around once it's official. I know it's in a sort of a draft phase, if you will, but even the speed limit. They were talking about going from 50 a little bit lower into the 40 range on city streets. I heard so.
We have certain 3 wards are proposing 30 kilometers an hour for some areas. So yeah, things are changing. We're trying to slow people down. It's that whole Vision Zero, keeping people safe, reducing serious injury and death on our roads. And of course, your team has a huge part to play in that, getting people to follow those rules and remind them what they are in the event that they've forgotten. So awesome. Okay, Sarge, thanks so much. We'll catch you a little bit later.
Yep. I always say thanks to you, Sean, but thanks, Brandon, for putting this on the background.
The man, the magic behind the scenes.
Yeah,
there it is. Awesome. Take care, Sarge.
Yep.
Bye. So that's great. It's always nice to have Sergeant Moore jump on and give us an update. We always have these conversations about speed, and especially when we go on to our TikTok, our live stream Q&A. Oh, and by the way, we have a Q&A available here. If you have questions for us, feel free to drop us a line right now, and we can answer your questions live. But we have a 1-hour session that we take Monday to Friday. And today, actually, we're joining the Jerry Agar show on News Talk 1010. At 9:20 is when our feeds will cross. We will actually be having our stream and his stream together as one, as we have Jerry on our TikTok and we join 1010. So really exciting. We're going to be answering questions live on the air. If you've got questions, tune in either on TikTok or call into the radio station, and we'll try and get your answers there. But yes. Now, if you know the movie reference, let us know. The cross streams. Yes. So we're going to be simulcasting. So the stream of TikTok will be broadcast over the air on News Talk 1010, and then we'll have Jerry's show broadcasting on our TikTok. So it's a crossing of the live streams, if you will. But there was a movie reference when I mentioned it. So if you do have questions, please let us know. We'd love to answer them. If you want to have that on the air, do it then. If you'd like to join on us on the TikTok, I'm getting tongue-tied. If you'd like to do it on the TikTok, let us know and join in. You can download the app and join us. We're at Traffic Services on TikTok. It's a lot of fun. Lots of information. It's like a fire hose, in fact. But one of the things we talked about yesterday, Brandon, was e-kick scooters. We had a post that went up about the legality and use of those, and a lot of questions,
yeah,
it did indeed. Thousands, tens of thousands. I forgot where the last number of views was, but it was a lot of people who were very concerned. They said, well, what do you mean that you can't have kick scooters? So we were specifically discussing e-kick scooters, and those are the ones that are battery powered, that can travel, and there's an Ontario pilot project that was introduced that allowed them to be used where they were normally considered a motor vehicle. They were considered a device that was permissible in the province for municipalities that authorized them. But Toronto is not one of those municipalities, so they are not legal for use in Toronto. They can't be used on sidewalks, roads, or parks. The only place you can use them is private property. What sort of comments were you seeing, Brandon?
Well, it was a lot of and we had this actually not only in our TikTok, but we actually have had this on the road. So I think if viewers remember, as Sean was talking about, we've actually stopped people, not to enforce and not to give them a hard time, but just to educate them. We stopped one gentleman. He was saying he was on a really beefed up scooter. Definitely was no, I remember scooters from when I was a kid. It was basically it was like a stick with a board on the bottom. You were guaranteed to hurt yourself. It's part of the fun back then. This was a beefy scooter, and we were chatting with him, and you could tell he was invested, right? Obviously monetarily, and it was his main mode of transportation. And his objection was, well, someone sold it to me, so how can it be illegal? Well, people sell a lot of things that aren't necessarily supposed to be out there, right? We get that with license plate covers. Oh, the dealership, they put the license plate cover on right away. Well, they were doing that to advertise. They weren't doing it for your benefit, right?
Yeah.
So we see 100%. A lot of that kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah. They're not illegal to own, and you can use them on your private property, and you can use them in other jurisdictions. I recently read that Mississauga has authorized their use, so they're not illegal to own. They're illegal to use in the city of Toronto, and it's a bylaw. We talked about this with Sergeant Stein yesterday. It's a bylaw offense. It's $60 or so for using it in Toronto. But comments that I saw last night on TikTok, because I'm on TikTok all the time. Apparently, too much TikTok. Well, is there such a thing? Is there such a thing as too much TikTok? Maybe. I think so. So the question was, well, I've been riding this for a year and a half in Toronto. I haven't had a ticket yet. Why not? Why, if it's illegal, why aren't you enforcing it? Well, the fact is, there's an education process. Simply handing out tickets when the public has no idea why they're being ticketed, who honestly thought they were following the rules. That's not fair. So we're educating. We're telling people what the story is. We're bringing it into discussion. And as we go, maybe the warnings will stop and the tickets will start. But it's definitely an issue, and we're seeing injuries as a result of them. Brandon, we were just driving back to the station and we saw a young lady who was on the sidewalk on an e-kick scooter who went down. We pulled over to help her, and she was shocked to find out that it was something that was even considered unsafe or dangerous, and she didn't have a helmet. I don't think she had a helmet on. My mistake. There was no helmet. So rules according to you should look this up, because the rules under the pilot require you to be a certain age, to wear a helmet, not to have a seat attached. There's a lot of rules, and on top of that, you have to conform to the rules while being in a municipality that permits them. So enough on e-scooters, but very cool. And the eyebrows are dancing. That must mean something.
We've got Newstalk 1010. We got
Newstalk 1010. Yes. So you know what? We'll keep this one as a short one. Thank you so much for dropping by. There's no questions in the queue, so we will assume there's nobody who has questions, and we'll move on. Have a wonderful day. Follow us on Twitter at Traffic Services. You can get us at on Instagram at Traffic Services Toronto. We're on YouTube, where this restream is available, as well as Twitter. And you know what? It's a great day. Enjoy it. I hope you don't look directly at the sun today, but we're going to put up a little video. I got here early so I could try and capture the sun, and we'll post that up on TikTok. Anyway, have a wonderful day, everybody. Take care, and we'll see you tomorrow. Today's Friday, Junior, so for official Friday. See you then.
Right. Take care, guys.